Strawberry Alarm Clock on FM104.
Get ready. The Strawberry Alarm Clock with Jim and Mark.
FM104.
All right, it's the Strawberry Alarm Clock. It's a Friday afternoon, and we're here sitting in the Dillon Hotel with two gentlemen. One's named Robbie Williams.
Robert
Williams, and the other one is Mr. Mark Owen. How are you, lads?
All right.
Very good.
Very good.
Have you been here before to
good to
the
see you
Dillon
too.
Hotel?
We have.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's very
nice,
fancy,
isn't it?
Very
Who
fancy.
have you been here to interview before at the Dillon?
Nobody. We had a Christmas party here.
Christmas
Yeah.
party. You're
Food-
Last year or
food's
this
good,
year?
man.
And here, you don't need to flush the toilets. You just clap your hands and they'll
No.
flush. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, check it out.
I'm not messing.
Just sat here in all the toilets.
Do you
go
still
off.
get impressed by hotels?
By
Surely
clapping
you've
your hands
seen-
and making toilets go? Absolutely.
You never grow to that. We've got something in common, Rob, because I used to do the show here on 104, and then I left, and then I came back.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a kind
okay.
of symmetry going on here. This is
While you were away, how did you get on?
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Cheers, man. But I'm back,
Right, yeah.
and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but for how long?
Oh, well, we're good.
We're good.
All right. The main question is, Croke Park, do you need any help? Do you want us to announce anything? Do you want us
Sell
to
hot dogs.
do you want us to announce you on stage, or tell people to sit down, or anything like that? Do you need any help with the gig?
Do you want to help?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find help if you want to.
Something to do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes to go.
We need naked men, don't we?
Yeah.
We need some naked men.
No, she's busy that day.
Not that kind of show.
Right, couple of questions. Start off with you, Robbie. A couple of years ago, you performed a gig in Croke Park.
You know this is
here
coming.
comes. This isn't the question that you hate, is it? Because we're
No.
gonna. What's the question that you hate, by the way? So we won't ask it.
No, there isn't one.
There isn't one. Okay.
No.
Free gig. Everyone wants to know what's the deal.
The deal is this. So I started the tour, and I was in the dressing room, and I've been very, very nervous running up to the tour. It's a 9-month tour, 3 million tickets sold, huge deal. Too much for me to take on board, to be honest with you.
Right.
So I was walking to the stage, and I'd spent like that day with my mate Johnny. I was saying, Johnny, this is never right. Have you ever seen me this nervous? And he's like, no, but I haven't, to be honest with you. And my legs felt like jelly because it was the first gig of the tour. So I was walking up to the stage, and I couldn't actually, you remember, Dave, I couldn't actually move my feet. And I was thinking, well, if I can't move my feet, what am I going to do when I get out there? Anyway, so you have internal dialogue when you're doing a show. You'll be singing, but the mind will be talking. And it was saying, you're doing rubbish, you're doing rubbish, you're doing rubbish, they hate you, they hate you, they hate you. It's because you're rubbish, it's because you're rubbish. So I get to, and then we had some malfunctions with some stuff. And then I came down, and I was looking at the crowd, and normally, Irish crowds for me go absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Always my favourite place to come and do a gig. Here, Scotland, maybe Denmark. Oh, Argentina's pretty cool too. But this audience was kind of like, it was kind of like they hadn't come to see me, they'd come to see another band where they did, they behave in a different way. Anyway, this is all the mental thoughts. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm really sorry, because I love the Irish audience. I wanted to give them the best show I could do, and I didn't think I had. So I said, I'll come back and do your free gig. And my manager's mouth just dropped and drained. And what I didn't know was happening was I was ill. I was actually physically ill. And it transpired that, at the end of the tour, I'd used up some stuff that when you have as a kid that you quickly get rid of if you abuse yourself. So I found myself in a situation where I was like, I promised Ireland I'll come and do a free gig, but I haven't been on tour since. The first tour that I'll do will be the Take That tour.
Right.
They don't know I'm a free gig. I do.
His face dropped when I said it there.
And the logistics. I'm going to do it. I will do it. It's definitely plays on my mind. I will do it. I'll keep to my word. But the logistics of it, up until I go on tour again by myself, if that does happen, the logistics of making it happen, we will do. But you can't just come and do a one-off show. You need your touring stuff. You need your, you need the production behind you, etc., etc. But I will do it.
Well, you watched that back and you were bloody brilliant, so...
Yeah, I did. It's all right.
With this mental attitude, you're fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do it though. I will do it because I said.
But that's the thing that happens in your head, and the voice in your head that everyone could be screaming, but you look for the one person that's not enjoying themselves. Does that happen with yourself as well? That You're very conscious of. Is
I think
everybody
as
enjoying
people, it's quite easy for us. Maybe it's I can definitely focus on the negative rather than the positive. I'm trying to change that, but it's.
I think everyone does. So from everyone we've interviewed, everyone has that.
Yeah.
All
we should
performers.
stop.
It's a human trait,
Yeah.
whether they're performers or not, or whether you're stacking shelves at Tesco or whatever. It's we all have the same trait.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
that's Robbie's story on Crow Park. You've played it once before.
Yes.
We spoke to Gary and Howard on the show, so this is kind of weird. We've only left out Jason now.
Right.
We'll tell you about that in a minute. But we asked the lads, what's the weirdest thing that happened on stage? Because I brought up the fact that your pants split. Remember last time?
Yeah.
And Gary said, well, actually, that's not the worst thing that's happened to Mark. He was on on tour in Germany.
Yeah.
And you had a bit of a dodgy stomach.
I did. Yeah. Well, it wasn't even a dodgy stomach. Really, I can't even put it on that. No.
And
It was a long time ago. But no. I had. We used to come up through the floor, and I had a little bit of wind that I thought I would get rid of before I presented myself to the audience. But it wasn't a little bit of wind.
So was this before Let It Shine? Because
No. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We were just thinking,
And I had to perform 3 songs. Just in the old days, and I had to do the first 3 songs with.
A nappy full of cack.
And my ass
Doesn't float
was
like
killing
that.
me. It was red raw.
So
the
what-
worst thing
That's
is
a bit too. That's TMI.
Yeah.
My arse was red raw. Did you
no,
say
he wants to know
that?
what TMI
what
is.
does that mean?
Too much information.
All right, no. And
That's my curse.
I was so embarrassed because we used to have people who dressed us back in those days. You come off, it used to be quick changes.
Yeah.
And I literally came off and I just said, just put them all in a bag and I'll take them home to wash them myself. I was mortified. I remember getting home from that gig that night, just sitting in the bath like that.
With your red raw arse. Everybody wants that as a visual image at home. Mark Owen's little red arse.
It wasn't nice.
Enjoy your breakfast, everyone.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
when we spoke to Gary, we said maybe he should have called us. Let it shite.
You redo that song.
Yeah. No, it was a long time before that, but
Everything changes but poo.
He's good.
It's good.
When you did your first tour, my missus went to see in the Olympia, Robbie.
Yourself
Went to see you played the Olympia, and it was your first album, and you did some heavy metal versions of Take That songs, or hard rock anyway. She said it was great. The place went bopping. Is there any plans for some metal Take That going on, or are you gonna?
Would you approve?
Will you
Mark?
be doing some Take That songs?
I approve everything, me. But no, I don't know. I don't know what we haven't. We've started to look at the show and we're working on set lists and stuff. But I don't know what style the songs will be given. To be honest with you,
Right.
Shit only takes a minute, girl. Sorry. That's it now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm trying to think of something.
He's not with us anymore. Look, eyes down.
I'm loving the toilet instead.
No.
Rubbish. Come on.
It's got to be the title of the song.
He set a high standard there.
Yeah.
You can't go off.
Robbie, you keep thinking. And
Okay.
Don't come up with a good one unless it's brilliant. They're too good.
The Flood.
That's the best one.
So when you're doing the set list, how do you decide? The 5 of you have a rab at this, or you're going to do some Robbie songs. There's going to be the 5 of you.
We've got a basic idea,
Yeah.
and I think we've given too much of it away.
Right.
And it may or may not end up being that idea anyway. We don't really know. We've been looking at the stage set itself and what it's going to look like. What we're going to sing, how we're going to do it is another thing. We're not sure yet.
Right.
But there's going to be all mine, all theirs, all ours.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night.
But
for tunes.
some
here's the
of meant
thing.
to tunes that some are going to have to be left behind. I mean, it's going to be difficult to
That
leave
kind
some
of
out.
that kind of is the free gig, because the last time you played, the ticket prices are probably similar, and now you're getting an extra member for the same price.
I know. It's true.
So you sort of
True.
are doing that free gig.
There you go.
It's done.
There you go.
I should be your
Yeah, I
solicitor.
reckon. Yeah.
Maybe I can donate. No. my manager has just got off his chair again. I will give him a heart attack.
Sweated at the
Maybe I can donate all of my love to Ireland.
Nice.
Thanks.
Guys, we're giving away a prize on our radio
Fitness
station
world.
at the moment. You go and see Take That at 7 gigs in 7 cities.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
Your gigs.
yeah, your gigs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
So you better not go anywhere, Robbie.
They're on tour.
So the same people go 7 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
The same people go 7 times to
Yeah,
the show?
Yeah.
7 different European cities.
By the third time, they'll be outside the stadium. Massive split if we're in Holland. It's just, we've seen them. It's all right, but this is better.
Do you ever notice the same, like not the same all the time, but do you ever notice that one face that's good? I saw
There are
them.
some people
Yeah.
that do come to, I mean, a lot of gigs, and I asked the question, where do they get their, how do they manage to do it, and how much must it cost? But
They'd actually, I know they
I
actually
don't
save
know.
up all the way, all the time that you're not touring, and then they have a Robbie credit card or a Take That credit card, and they go book in the hotels, and it's their holiday and stuff. And I see loads of faces that we've known since we were 16,
Yeah.
that were outside the hotel the first time around, that are still there now.
And do you get to know them by name or?
The police do.
Do they scare you much?
Not really. I just don't understand the logic. It's like I didn't do that myself when I was a kid,
Yeah.
or when I was young, I didn't go and stand outside anybody's house or anybody's hotel. Mind you, no one came to Stoke. So that might be why. But it is. So I don't get the logic. I don't understand why they would do it.
Who would you like to go and see 7 times in a row? What artists would you pay money to go and see 7 times in a row? I mean, you want to be
Prince.
serious. Yeah.
He's the biggest Prince fan in the world.
Yeah.
I got some bootlegs, man. We'll talk later.
Nice. Prince. I'd go see you too 7 times, to be honest.
Yeah. That's good.
you two would be a good one.
Mark's still
I
thinking.
mean, well, I'm thinking my favourite band, and that's Radiohead, but I don't even know if I could watch them. So.
Go and watch them for 7 songs.
What's your
But
favourite?
7 cities, I'd
7
definitely
cities.
take that in.
They're going to be on tour with you.
Yeah,
So
Who
they're-
Radio?
they're just not allowed
No,
on the bus.
this winner, whoever they are on Christmas Eve. They
Oh, right.
picked
Oh,
them.
brilliant.
Oh, what an amazing competition that is!
Yeah.
And then is it financed by our record company or by you?
O2.
O2. Good on O2. Good for O2 from Robbie Williams. Remember I said that O2. My solo deal's up now. O2. The lovely O2.
Guys, I've noticed the album, and well, there's
Good.
a couple. There's a couple of things. I noticed that you two are on an awful lot of it. What did you do with Gary? Did you lock him in a cellar while you recorded, or you two were on so much?
He's the only one. Gary's the only one who could work the desk. Yeah, so we had to go in so he could actually press record, because if he went in singing, we'd be stuck.
And
I don't know if it was a conscious effort of Gaz, just to,
to sit back a bit.
yeah, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but he was playing these backing tracks that he'd made, and we just jumped on them.
Gary's now the backing singer and Take That.
Yeah, well, for this album, he's got one nice song on that we've played now.
But here,
decent,
and Look Back, Don't Stare, you did that song, and then he ended up doing it.
Yeah, because he didn't. Because we'd finished the album, and
said, "Oh, where's
Gary
Gary?"
didn't have a song on it. So I was like, I hope you don't mind. I was like, I don't mind, Gus. You sing that on. Eating my own knuckles. It's huge, that tune.
Get ready.
The Strawberry Alarm Clock with Jim and Mark.
FM 104.
Hi, I'm Robbie Williams, and I'm a big friend of the Strawberry Alarm Clock on 104, The Thingy.
FM 104.
FM 104. FM 104.
That's the one.
Okay. Hi, I'm Robbie Williams, and I'm a big friend of FM 104's Strawberry Alarm Clock. And when I say big, I don't... Whatever. I'm a person of interest, maybe, who is friendly with the show that you're listening to. Have a good day.